Alright, so I came home to a pretty pleasant surprise today. I had a back to the Founders editions for the Allegiance comics, and last I had heard was that they were still in packing as of 3 weeks ago. There wasn't any announcement that they had been shipped yet, and I got these today, and I read them. Very cool stuff. I'm gonna go through them here in the order that I read them and give you my quick thoughts. Uh, Bass Reeves here. A lot of fun, really good story. Just good, action western kind of story. Uh, when I first saw it, I thought, for the art style, it wasn't going to be exactly my thing. But the story itself is very good. The art in the book is also very good. Uh, I, if you were lucky enough to back this during the Founders Edition thing, I hope that you get yours soon because I did enjoy this quite a bit. I didn't know anything about Bass Reeves. I didn't know he was a real person, and until of course the campaign came up and all that stuff. So uh, it's an interesting look at a real person that existed, and I'm interested to keep reading this. I will be looking forward to future issues. For the Futurists, this one's pretty out there. Uh, the artwork, of course, in it is great. Uh, the story, I felt like when I started reading it that uh, even though we're only on the first issue, I already needed kind of an encyclopedia of just the lore of what's going on in this book. Uh, there's going to be quite a bit of. I suspect there will be quite a bit of world building going on in this book as it goes on into future issues. But if that's your kind of thing, I think you'll be really into it. Again, beautiful artwork in this. Characters were interesting and ends on a cliffhanger. So I like it. It's good. And Norah's Saga here. Now, I had this is the book that I was most interested in. Kelsey Shannon's work is incredibly polished. It's always a lot of fun reading books with that he has done because he has such a organic style, and he is so good at showing character expression and all of and really just great character design overall. The surprise to me was Blake Northcott. All of the characters were had their own distinct voices. They all seemed very real, very human. I was blown away by how good this book really, really was. I already was a little biased and expected this one to be good, but it really did blow me away. Just like how much I enjoyed this one. Very much will be looking forward to the next issue for this. Now, I'm going to tell you one of the things that bothers me, typically, for when I buy a comic, is that I'll buy it and I'll see the cover and I'll go, okay, yeah, that looks interesting. And I open it up and it's a completely different art style. That's not the case with these. The art style on the covers is the art style on the interiors. If you think the covers look good, you will like the interiors on these. At the end of each of the book, they have a preview for the next issue, and it says visit AllegiantArts.com to learn more. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, so I don't know when the next book's coming out, but I gotta go to their website to find out what's going on. Alright, so do I need to join a mailing list? I mean, where do I go from here? I mean, are they gonna? I hope that they'll continue to do Kickstarters or at least have an online offering for pre-ordering the books, because it's great that they're getting into the retailer space, and that's kind of their whole deal with Allegiance Arts is getting comics back into big box retailers. That said, I don't really like going to big box retailers. I worked retail for quite a long time, and I'd happily stay out of it. So if there is an online option, I would much prefer to do that. So I'm gonna switch back over to my desktop and see what's going on their website here. But like I said, great work. All right, so I'm looking at their website here, and not seeing anything for. Ooh, that's cool animation there. Ooh, there is a mailing list. I will be signing up for their mailing list because I do want to know what's coming up here and how I'm going to be able to get these books in the future. Yeah, everything looks great. The doesn't quite answer my questions on how I'm going to be able to get these books without having to set foot in a Arkansas-based company's big box retail store, but we will see. All right. So again, recommended for buying for getting these books. Norah Saga, spectacular, great art, great realistic character writing, very good. Futurists, lot of world building that's going to be going on in here. I can already feel that coming. Red Rooster, haven't got Red Rooster yet. Come on, Mitch. But and Bass Reeves, more fun than expected. Really liked that. That was really good. So yeah, really enjoyed all three. And if you want to hear more from me, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. Thanks.